My dear Patreon and Telegram subscribers, welcome to this update about the price trajectory for May 2025. It is almost mid-year, so let's see how this evolves. We will have turning points. I want to mention them in the beginning, and these are in the global astrology, so it will be for everyone. And these points will trigger some delays. I know we don't like it so much, but just be cautious on those days for the price trajectory in general. So the dates are as follows. It's May 4th. Again, everything is UTC time zone here. And this is Pluto going retrograde. Then we do have May 15th when we have Jupiter entering the sidereal Gemini. May 21st when we have Rahu entering the sidereal Aquarius. So another big shift, and these are really year level transits, so it's really long term. And we do have the last one, which is for the tropical zodiac this time, and I would remind it because it's important for the global astrology, and it's Saturn entering Aries. So we can see extra volume, disruptions, and also delays during these days. Important is also what the trajectory will show you around the dates, but just be aware of that. So let's start. I would share the screen, and I want also to go through the major events that happen in May for Bitcoin as well, because it is really a very eventful month. If I have to think, I think we have 8 big turns in total for Bitcoin for May. This is the price trajectory PDF that you do have, so please have a look at it. And for the new members, welcome, and I invite you to go through the introduction because it's important. I give here analogies, also the edge cases when we will have delays, and a concrete explanation, and of course a parallel with technical analysis TA. And this is in the beginning of the video. And now I would like to point your attention towards this section, which is also to be found in the monthly calendar, in the normal one, not the price trajectory. And this is really about the long-term influences, and there are 4 of them. So 3 of them are in the first part of the month, and 1 is towards the middle. We do have on the 2nd of May a long-term influence from Jupiter, which is low intensity and it's bearish. The bearish influences from Jupiter are not that hard in general. On May 6th, we have another long-term Jupiter influences, which is medium intensity astrologically, and it's bullish. So here we can say that if we have dump, we will have pump immediately. So this is not so worrying. It depends now how much it drops still, because it's very volatile nowadays. And we have these tariffs around, so in between, so to speak, again. So it could be that we have market events there, but this is again Bitcoin horoscope. Then on May 9th, a long-term influence from Neptune, which is also bearish. And on May 19th, a long-term influence from Saturn, which is low intensity and bullish. And that one would be very important, in my opinion, due to the fact that Saturn will move immediately. It will switch signs in a few days. So it will be an important date to consider. In general, the second part of the month is really stronger. You see also bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish alternating. So it's not like we have 2 bullish in a row. It would have been nice, but unfortunately we don't have it. The good news is that the second part of May is also astrologically at global level. Yes, it's very volatile, but it is at least favorable. And combined with this influence from Saturn, which in general is pretty stable, we might see nice growth in the second part of the month. So let's see where we have this this price trajectory, and let me make it bigger for you to see. Here we have on the x-axis the days. So from the 1st until the 31st of May, we have 31 days in May. And we have this point system, which is about the planetary energy based on aspects and nakshatras. I did rules on how to consider it for a day. Again, in the introduction, I explained that, and it is like a point for a day. But we know how much the price varies. So I would make the best analogies a moving average, a sort of move. I would say smooth. It's not so smooth as you see this graph. But it is important, it will give you an orientation of what happens. So how to read it the best? The best to read it is to really start with the price that you know. When it will be 1st of May, we will know the monthly closing for April, so the energy will be shaped from there, because the point system specifically will not say you an absolute price. Actually, it's the strength of the planetary energy, the volume of money which will flow, and because of the news it could be really volatile. I can't really predict, but I tell you what are the energies, so to speak. So we start here, and then we will have a sort of correction, and this is 32 points. It could be quite a significant correction, and as you see here, it's 4th, 5th. I think the tariffs are on the 3rd, and between the 3rd and the 4th we have this dump, so it could be that it's linked to the tariffs logically in the markets being a global event. And we do have also a recovery that would be not very, I mean, it's speedy because it will be few days, but it could be that 1 week with the working days will be really climbing, but it will not be an extraordinary speed. And then we should get higher, potentially higher than what we had, because the point system at least is higher. So if volume is different, we should see an increase. Then it will be a sort of consolidation here. When you see the same days with, so consecutive days with the same number, they are not, this doesn't mean necessarily the same price, but it could be consolidation or very similar prices around these dates. And this is the case for the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So again, the other week will be a sort of consolidation more or less, or a box that we will have for the price. Then we do have the mid. So this is actually a flash dump that is possible, and this is due to the Jupiter-Rahu square. It could be also, you see here a dump is like 22. I don't see it as a disaster. It's very hard to say. Maybe it will be less than whatever we experience here for the dump in the beginning of the month that is connected to tariffs. And then again in a recovery, an increase that is quite fast here. You see that it jumps to 54 already and then to 68. So it will be a volatile energy, and I do think this is linked to the 17th of May aspects from the global astrology. So please have a look at the BTC calendar, because I have them there in the global astrology section. There is this influence Sun conjunct Uranus, if I recall correctly. So here we will have a sharp peak, but it will not last. Then a bit of correction. I don't see here a disaster, shouldn't be actually, and then it will be another peak that is most presumably modeled by the next Mercury-Uranus aspect that we will see in the global astrology. Could be exactly on the day or nearby. And then we have again a small retracement before we go up again at the end of the month, where we do have again some positive aspects in the global astrology. We have the Kazimi, but after that we will have also dumps at the beginning, at the end of the month. I see it usually as a let's say short-term influence, but I think also we get some influences from June that I factored in that are long-term and can touch the last days of May. So I would say really caution here, maybe 28th or even 29th. If you see really a nice development, it's good to take some profits off the table for good risk management, because this move is almost 40 points. And in my observation, I see that we do have more consistent dumps when we have a difference of around 40 points in the system. This is really not guaranteed, of course, but it is nevertheless an observation that I wanted to share. So in a nutshell, this month will be volatile, I would say, up and down. Any peak will not last, any bottom will not last. So prepare for that. It will be another roller coaster, I would say. And of course, the magnitude, the volume that is really transacted will matter a lot. So don't really see that we have, for example, this long dips or long, really high peaks in the planetary energy. It matters, the volume and what will happen in order to trigger this on the price. Therefore, I'm saying, okay, I cannot predict the volume, but I can give you this sort of shape for the price action. I hope this is helpful, that it will help you navigate this. Be vigilant with the news as well. Things will be more speedy after 15th of May, when Jupiter would have entered the sidereal Gemini. So don't forget that. So even more attention to the news, even more speed, and focus for the short term. That would be really advised. Thank you for your attention, for your support. I am very grateful for your loyalty, and I wish you a very successful month ahead. See you.